After staying for more than 3 weeks on the Argentinian side of Paso San Francisco, the weather is finally good enough to go over the 4,725 metre high pass to Chile. The 129 kilometre long drive between the border posts of Argentina and Chile through the amazing volcano landscape and past the emerald green Laguna Verde is one of the most spectacular in South America. Of course, the altitude is a challenge for us and for Vinny too, but most of the road is paved and in very good condition. Just before Copiapó, we take a detour along the Río Copiapó to the Embalse Lautaro, a reservoir that provides all the water for the many vineyards in the valley.
It's really early in the morning for us, but it's cold up here. We only had 10 degrees in the motorhome. We haven't had breakfast yet, but we're gonna go to Refugio 5 and we just hope to get warmed up a little bit on the 30-kilometer drive. Sun has just come up, so it should go fast. We are looking forward to go over the pass today.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Thanks, good.
We have to wait till the
coil
sign is off. Let's see if the motor starts. Because it was cold. Yeah, reliable. Of course we're smoking. Ooh, heavily smoking. Holy camoly. Look at that. Ooh.
I think it's a bit wet.
It was very
wet. The windows
wet.
Yeah, the
windows were wet on the outside, not on the inside. I'll give it a... This is diesel for you. We're only at 3.7, but everything above 2,500 meters is difficult for a diesel engine. But that's looking much better now. Okay, let's go. Okay. Better put the...
No, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, just for the window here.
Okay. Because otherwise you will fuck the window.
Yeah, we have to watch our crack because it's really, really cold out there. This is the earliest we've been up to for, I don't know, 2 months. I have no idea. We believe this is Ojos de Salado, the highest volcano. Here's Refugio 5, which we're going to use to have some breakfast. And then it's only 13 kilometers to the border. 4,100 meters altitude here.
There are 6 refugios on the Argentinian side of Paso San Francisco. Each of these shelters has a fireplace and a very good Starlink connection, although the one at Refugio 3 did not work yesterday. The over 200-kilometre long Ruta Nacional 60 ascends from Fiambalá at 1,505 metres above sea level all the way up to 4,725 metres, the summit of Paso San Francisco. It's one of the higher passes over the Andes Mountains and a challenge for vehicles and human beings. We spent the last 3 weeks above 3,000 metres and hope to be well acclimatised for the drive. It's the first time for us to actually completely cross it. We did parts of it from both sides in 2017, but back then there was a very nasty stretch of rough gravel 20 kilometres before and after Laguna Verde, which we couldn't do in Winnietwo. Today, the road is all tarmac on the Argentinian side, and also between the 2 border posts, which includes the stretch passing the famous Laguna Verde. I've also been watching the weather forecast for the past 2 weeks, and today is the only day where there are absolutely no clouds predicted. It should be perfect for us, and we're looking forward to another adventure. But we need breakfast first, just like the Vicuñas. God knows how Kirsten will cope with the altitude later on. Hopefully we don't have to get the sick bag out.
Morning.
Vicuñas produce small amounts of extremely fine wool, which is very expensive because the animal can be shorn only once every 3 years and has to be caught in the wild. When knitted together, the product of the Vicuñas wool is very soft and warm. The Incas valued Vicuñas highly for their wool, and it was against the law for anyone but royalty to wear Vicuña garments. In 1974, they were declared endangered. Only about 6,000 animals were left. Today, they're protected by law, and the Vicuña population has recovered to about 350,000. With the drone, we can see the 6,621 metre high volcano Incahuasi, and behind it to the left, the highest volcano on Earth and the highest peak in Chile, Ojos de Salado, that has an altitude of 6,893 metres. From Refugio 5, it's another 14 kilometres to the Argentinian border post. It's a Thursday today, and there's not much traffic on the road. Ahead of us is another volcano, the 5,910 metre high Cerro Chucula.
Oh, we're just a few kilometres away from the border. About 8 kilometres to go. So the snow-covered mountains are coming up. Wow, that's amazing here. So this is the border post with Argentina. And we have how many kilometres to the actual pass?
21 kilometres.
21 kilometres to the pass, then
through there.
16 further to the Laguna Verde, and from there how many to the aduana with Chile?
It's 92.
92.
From the Laguna Verde.
So this is the first time we actually crossed the pass. We've been up here before and we've been up the other side, but we've actually never crossed the pass. So new adventure for us, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day. There's not even a single cloud in the sky. Aduana Migraciones. I think you need to park to the right here. Yeah, it looks like you're in the queue, so go behind him. I can go out and see if I can do all the paperwork already. Perfect. Gracias.
Gracias.
Hasta la próxima. Ciao, ciao. This was a 10-minute border crossing. Really nice, guys. Oops. Now here's the ambulance that passed us this morning. And then we've got this fantastic scenery. So to the left is Incahuasi. The white one in the middle is El Muerto. 6'4" something. Incahuasi was 6'6" something. And the brown one to the right is San Francisco with just over 6,000, and we are now heading towards the pass, and then hopefully we get a non-windy time at Laguna Verde. The beauty about this pass is that there's not a lot of traffic. So this is San Francisco we're looking at. What a view. This is the highest mountain range after the Himalayas. We're going up a lot of switchbacks. We're at 4.5? 4.30, so we've got about 300 meters to go. There's probably a lot more switchbacks. Heater's running. This engine is always getting hot in high altitude.
He's doing alright at the moment.
They're doing fine because it's a little cooler air up here.
On the 20 kilometres from the Argentinian border post to the actual pass, the route climbs from about 4,000 metres in Las Grutas to 4,725 metres. No doubt the landscape between the two border posts is one of the most spectacular in South America, but it's a tough climb for Winnietwo, and we're smoking a lot.
So we already reached the 4.7. My GPS says 4.7, 2030. Yeah, we made the 2030. Now we're going down a little. Yeah, Region Norte. Yeah, keep going. 57. Wow. Snow-covered mountains up here. Here's the sign.
So the Refugio is at the border.
Yeah, this is San Francisco. We can feel the wind up here already, but it's not too cold. So this is the only refugio in the no man's land.
It took us 30 minutes from the Argentinian border post to the pass. From here it's just down, down and down. Our next stop will be Laguna Verde, which is 16 kilometers away from the pass.
Bienvenido a Chile! There's no money to repair the roads either. But what a beautiful pass. And there we can see, I think it might be Ojos de Salado. Super, super drive again. Okay. Potty holes. Everybody's happy to cross the border on a day like this. Yeah, I might have to drive in the middle.
Yeah.
Cool. Now we're going down in a major switchback here. Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Potty holes.
Yeah. Lots of them.
Oh, look at all these snow-covered mountains. Amazing. This is just beautiful. Can't get enough of this view here. And we have the sun behind us, which is so perfect.
The amazing colour of Laguna Verde is visible already way before we get there. It's located at 4,350 metres above sea level and around 90 kilometres from the Chilean border post. The laguna is surrounded by volcanoes. One of them is Ojos de Salado, the highest volcano in the world. The emerald green water in the lake is extremely salty and devoid of life. Wildlife is very scarce here anyway, due to the extremely arid climate. There are a few thermal pools on the east side of Laguna Verde where you can possibly go for a dip, but we don't fancy it. It's too windy and the water doesn't look very clean either. Kirsten risks putting the drone up, although the wind is quite gusty. This is most likely our one-time view of this amazing laguna, and the weather is as sunny as was predicted. Fabulous. is way too strong now to put the drone up, but Kirsten walks to the edge of the dunes for a fantastic view of Laguna Verde. We're so happy that we finally get to see it. It's midday now and we'd better make a move. We have another 160 kilometres to our possible night spot ahead of us, so one more final look onto one of the most beautiful lagoons in the Andes Mountains.
Last view onto this absolutely amazing lagoon. We still don't have a cloud in the sky. Gravel when we were up here last time. Terrible. And we didn't make it. Yeah. We didn't make it to Laguna Verde. Now it's all tarmacked. I'm totally exhausted from stopping going, running at 4,500 meters to take photos. That's why we need some sustenance right now. Our yummy cakes. They were supposed to be for our coffee and cake, but who cares? So the driver has to be fed. Schaffst du's? Don't laugh. Don't choke. We need a driver here. This is amazing. I mean, it's not only just the Laguna Verde. This is like a moon Mars landscape. One of these guys over there is the Ojos del Salado, the highest volcano on Earth.
The Andes Mountains, stretching over 7,500 kilometres along South America's western edge, are the world's longest volcanic mountain range. There are over 200 potentially active volcanoes. Volcanism results from subduction of the Nazca and Antarctic oceanic plates below South America. Right now, we're in the central volcanic zone of the Andes, and it feels like we're passing all of the volcanoes in this area today.
Helen is very relaxed today. She's just watching me running out, taking photos and videos, and just waiting for me to come back. Yeah. Are you enjoying this?
I am.
I just said that I'm going to be totally exhausted tonight with a stiff neck from taking all the photos and videos. I probably will be a little sick and not feeling too well.
You won't be. Think positive.
I feel very good right now, and last time I was almost altitude sick up here. But in case I don't feel too well, the soup's ready.
We already have our food.
Helen has already a soup, a lentil soup, and there's bread, so should I not be able to cook, she's covered.
We don't need to cook, that was the whole idea.
Yeah.
We didn't want to cook tonight, so we did it last night.
We just have to get it across the border, but we get that done. Somewhere here was the drop off from the tarmac to the gravel last time. That could be it, yeah. Yeah. Because I do remember looking at these mountains, there was no snow on them. Here's the Helen. She's going for a little exercise.
I've been out before.
We're looking at a waterfall here, or looking for a waterfall here, but we might not be able to see it from the top. La Cascada Río Lama. It's not easy to see, but it's a small waterfall that comes down the gap there. wind, and we're not that fast in our house shoes again. But we're still at 4:4. Look at how fit we are. Okay, we're puffing a little bit.
This is where we're going.
Yeah. All the way down there, and then we go around to the right because we can't see the Salt Lake.
You can just see the road there.
Beautiful. We just had to give some water to 4 guys that are going down with a Toyota, and they're obviously overheating a little bit, but it should be okay now. We gave them a whole liter of water, and they're going down, down, down now. So they were really grateful that we had something on board. Of course, we always have water on board. So now we're going down these switchbacks. We're probably dropping about, oh yeah.
What were we? Were we up before?
We were at 4,310. A long, long time ago we came up these switchbacks and we threatened to overheat. I remember that because it's quite a steep climb up here.
Because the wind is behind you.
Yeah. When we came up here the last time, I think it was 8 years ago, this tarmac was black, it was brand new. You can tell that by all the stuff here on the side of the road. The snow is probably quite heavy up here.
The Lamas River is a natural watercourse and flows into the Maricunga salt flat.
Cameron's off the gear, we can just roll down.
Not far from the Chilean border post is a rest area / shrine, the Gruta Virgen de la Candelaria. It's made of pebbles and was definitely not here 8 years ago. Maricunga Salt Flat is located at an altitude of 3,760 metres and contains significant reserves of lithium which are already being mined. It's the southernmost salt flat in Chile.
We're approaching the Chilean side.
Straight on.
Yeah, straight on. Follow the cars and the motorbikes. So that was super easy. 20 minutes only because we talked to these 2 ladies that checked our vehicle and told them, wow, what a wonderful life we have. Now we're gonna drive up to, there's some big mining trucks up there, and we want to take a photo of Winnietwo right next to them and have some coffee and cake.
Coffee and cake. Oh, I've been looking forward to that all day. Coffee and cake. We need a coffee.
Because it's already past 3 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 10 past 3.
How long did it take us between the borders?
It's been 10:30 to 2:30.
4 hours.
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours. Wow. I'm not surprised because it was absolutely fantastic. We chose the most beautiful day to do this all. Oh, this is a big sign. That wasn't here last time either. This is the first time we're getting this close to these mining trucks. We're going to park Winnietwo right next to them or between them. The tires are higher than we are. This one has a flat tire. These trucks are so big. I mean, look at the tires. There's little Helen. The tire is twice as high, almost twice as high as Helen. This is the profile from the huge tire here. It's probably from braking in these mines all the time. I wonder how much these tires actually cost. They are giant. Winnietwo is tiny, tiny, tiny compared to them. The tires are literally higher than Winnietwo.
These large mining trucks from Caterpillar are used in the mining industry for more than 3 decades now. They weigh over 130 tons and can carry a load of up to 200 tons. The engine has 1,600 horsepower and the tyres have a diameter of 3.46 metres. They're 1 metre wide and weigh 3,140 kilos each, the rim not included. That's more than Winnietwo weighs in total. Wow.
This is where they drained the oil of the engine in. Look how big this is. This must be hundreds of litres. Could be hydraulic fluid as well, I guess. After our lovely coffee break, we're off again. There is still the aduana from Chile to see. Now we're going on a gravel road. Once we make the turn here, could be nasty, but there's a lot of traffic coming that way. I can see it already. Okay, so last view on to Sala de Maricunga, yeah, this is the turn of either north to El Salvador or west to Copiapó, and the tarmac is ending in 100 meters. Copiapó 172, but we won't go that far. We're gonna aim for an overnight spot in the mountains, a little further down in altitude, because it's still 3.8 up here, almost, yeah, 3.770. Well, that's not too bad.
switchbacks of the Cuesta Codoceo are between 3,826 and 4,363 metres above sea level, so you go up or down 500 metres within a 14.5 kilometre drive. Whatsoever. Helen picked the perfect day for us to go across the pass. We're in a rich mining district. There are mines everywhere. The largest is the La Coipa mine, where gold and silver have been extracted since 1991. So we have to go down these switchbacks. I can smell the sulfur here. Yeah, Germans. We just met another German couple. I didn't even ask for their names, but they're going to stay at the aduana, the Chile aduana, and they go
up there.
Yeah, and they go, oh yeah, we're just checking all the switchbacks we came down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Not a cloud.
Not a cloud. This is the best day ever. We were so excited about all the scenery here that we didn't realize we're already back on tarmac. This is proper tarmac. 8 years ago this was a dirt road where they had put some oil on top, and it was very flat, and we could drive it like being on tarmac. But this is actually proper tarmac here. This is a super drive. We didn't really have, how many, 20 kilometers maybe on that dirt?
We did 26.
26, okay.
We've just realised, but at some point coming down the switchbacks, it changed.
Super. So this is definitely mining area here. This is where the road is
tarmac's completely gone.
Well, we had 40 kilometres of it.
40 kilometres of brand new road. This must be a river crossing because otherwise it wouldn't be so green. And it looks a little muddy on the side anyway, so I call this Evado. I guess we couldn't expect to roll all the way down to Copiapó on a perfect road. This is not too bad, but if it's for 100 kilometers, I'll change my mind.
Well, I'm hoping not.
We're trying to find a place to stop in a few kilometers. This is what it used to be like. Just a bit of a harder layer on top of the gravel. We can do the pull out here and then we have all the horses.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Question is, do we find another place? Zona de descanso. It's not bad. So everybody is taking a break here. Horses, donkeys, Helen and Kirsten. Must be nice grass here. Yummy. We're hungry too. This one's cooling down its tootsies while munching away. Huh? Is that nice? Those are muddy feet, huh? Must be hard to get out of there. Good job. All the bottles that are only half full. We're down to 2.5 or something, I don't even know.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. So we gotta open everything up. I feel good, doodle doodle doo doo, and I know that I would, doodle doodle doo doo, should. And I'm able to heat it up. Cook is a different matter, but we're really looking forward to this. This is a hot lentil soup. It's already
bread.
It's already past 8 o'clock, so we are hungry. 8:15. So we're hungry. Food's on the table in 2 seconds. I look extremely red in the face, especially my nose, because I absolutely completely forgot to put sun cream on. It was such a wonderful landscape that I totally forgot. And I've been in and out for hours. We started at 8. And we got here at 6 o'clock, so that's 10 hours over the pass, and it was so well worth it. But I will suffer a little bit. But we're down to 2,500 meters, right?
60.
2,560. Helen is insisting on the 60, and we feel a lot better. Time to eat. How's the soup? Really
Yummy.
good, isn't it? After such a long day.
Yeah, then you just have to heat it up and butter the bread and...
We just set off at 1:45 after a really long night that we enjoyed. We were exhausted. We were just parked at the rest area for the night. And now we're making our way down to Copiapó, but we decided actually to turn off. We go to a dam, a reservoir, and just take it nice and easy because we're a little exhausted from yesterday and we need a rest. This is the corner where Helen blew her nose yesterday on a walk and all the donkeys ran off in the stampede because they were so scared. But we're on a gravel road now too. See how far this lasts. Beautiful canyon though. Watching the two condors flying away, we got back onto the tarmac road, which is nice, and Helen says it was about 6 kilometers on the, well, not so good stretch. It wasn't too bad either. But now we've got a free run. We've got 70 kilometers to the can get past these trucks when you're right there. That was a perfect pull out for us. Very dusty. Should close my window here. But at least you can see ahead. I can go now. Oh, he's coming a little close here.
Yeah, because they have to get round that thing, so I've gone over as far as I can on here. But there you go, there's nobody else coming.
Yeah, nobody else coming. I would say 100 meters, and obviously there's a lot of landslides here. One coming up. Jeez Louise, it's not my kind of thing. Last time we had to park somewhere here in the shade.
There was a tree. I remember
there was a tree. Okay, maybe.
It might be further down.
Yeah. Holy camoli, these rocks. Stay up there because we can't drive very fast here.
There's that thing there.
It's definitely a little bit of an adventure. Where we came from. But the bus is coming. Okay, let's go. Desert here, sand, sand, sand. We're racing towards Copiapó. There's this huge factory here. I'm not sure if it's sand. Okay. Planta Cales Inacesa. Inacesa. Whatever that is. It looks like cement, sand,
Mina Higuero. So there is a mine.
yeah.
Well, that might be further up.
Yep, the bridge is out here. They're redoing the underground.
Copiapó was founded on December the 6th, 1744. The Copiapó Caldera railway line, built in 1850, was the first one in South America. The town is surrounded by the Atacama Desert and receives only 12 millimeters of rain per year. Mining is the largest economic activity in Copiapó, and agriculture is the second largest source of income. It consists largely of grape production, with olives, tomatoes, avocados and some citrus fruits also produced as commodity crops. It's a very busy city, with a population of around 175,000, but certainly not a city that we need to visit in detail. Instead, we take a detour along the Río Copiapó to the Embalse Lautaro, a reservoir that provides all the water for the vineyards.
We're in the middle of the desert, but they're growing wine here. Interesting to see the grapes here because they're at head level, so it's far easier to pick those guys. We're going out to the Lautaro reservoir, is that correct?
Yeah,
and an aqueduct, and it's on the way to the Paso Negras. I'm really bad with names in Chile. I never could remember a thing here. It's boiling hot outside. For miles and miles we can see grapes now. Even on top of the mountains are grapes. This is where people live, in these shacks. But they have a satellite dish. Watch the football. And it's not far to work. You can just walk across the road. Grapes for miles and miles. To stay here for the night, but we're not alone. There's a place here.
We find a good spot for the night only a few hundred meters down the road next to a hill that provides life-saving shade for us. It's unbelievably hot down here. We're happy to be back on the coast of Chile. Our first stop is the so-called Stone Zoo, a large area of wind-shaped rocks. Afterwards, we drive further north to one of the most beautiful beaches we've ever seen and also into the Parque Nacional Pan de Azúcar.